on that. What?
I'm thinking of
Number one
moving
through
to
10.
Europe specifically because if I get some sort of like right now there's no way I could
I'll be right
pay for like a medical procedure. So if something really bad, something that was like hundreds of thousands of dollars, and I know that my family would want to try to help, but I couldn't let them do that. So I'd probably have to commit suicide if I were in America. So moving to Europe might stymie
Freedom.
that. Yeah. Seriously, that's my plan. If I end up with some form of cancer that takes a ton of chemotherapy and a ton of money to fix, I'm just gonna kill myself at that point. I can't be a burden.
That's so depressing.
It's just how it is.
Or just go to Mexico to get it treated.
Because
It's a lot
they
cheaper down
don't
there.
really have the facilities.
It's actually something I learned last year. It's a lot cheaper everywhere other than the United States.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah, right
there are
now,
people
my
who will
best
fly
plan
out
is-
to Australia for an operation just because the flight is
Yeah.
less. The flight and the hotel and everything is less than the price of difference.
Same with dentistry
Yeah.
too. There's people
Yeah.
who fly down to the States to get their dental work done because it's cheap.
But
Yeah,
I'm
dental
from the
work
States.
somehow is a lot cheaper here than regular medical work is. And it's still not cheap, but
There we got 1 minute.
I have tea.
And I'm alive! Yay!
Yay.
reality sushi magnet. Let's see this. Where's
What?
I got my Tokyo treat in today, and they occasionally package a toy or a bonus item. This time it's a reality sushi magnet.
Reality sushi magnet as
I'm
opposed
What's
to
really
what's
curious.
what's the
Here
reality
it
part
is.
of that?
Yeah, it looks just like sushi.
Oh.
Oh, it's a magnet that looks like sushi.
Yes, it's not magnetic sushi.
No, I was thinking
Good
like
for
a
your
magnet that
innards.
tracks sushi. Just walk I mean that's pretty much what I do anyway when I go into a sushi bar. So it just expedites the process.
Fucking adore sushi.
Wait, what happened? What happened?
Someone in
He's got
the
a magnet for sushi.
I've got a magnet
And the magnet
Yeah.
is my belly.
that looks like sushi.
That does look disconcertingly like sushi.
It is remarkably realistic. I want to go put it on my fridge, but now's not a good time. We're about to start.
Yep. Speaking of, it is 8:01, and welcome to. I realize I messed up last week. Tonight is the 8th session of Stars Without Number Limitless. Last week was the 7th session. I said that last week was the 6th session, but I was wrong. I went and checked the VODs and all that. So, last session. Well, actually, the introductions first, so that things are more clearer in people's minds. I am doing quite well myself. Next week is spring break. That's awesome. There's someone in the Warframe PvP community who has a button maker for whatever reason, and he made 2 buttons out of my logo, and he's sending them to me. And then they can either be, or one of them has a pin in it, like a pin thing attached to it, and the other one has a magnet. So that's pretty cool. And
Yeah.
he just did it for free because he has a button maker. So, you know, why not?
Button. Do do do.
I should get a button
Yeah.
maker.
Other than that,
Yeah, because you're cute as a button.
But wouldn't that mean he doesn't need a button?
Well, I mean, I guess if he wants to replicate himself. This is getting dark fast.
I'm just saying. Anyway,
then yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it for me.
Who's next? Am I next?
Yep.
I'm doing pretty well this week. I have my son this session, so in case I just disappear randomly, that's probably where I am. Doing pretty good. Got my computer working. Got my streams back up. It's snowing outside, which is a pain in the butt. But yeah, that's my introduction.
nice. That would be me then. Let's see. Just being sick for a while. breathing in hot steam because apparently that's good for lung infections and stuff.
That's some good steam.
Yeah, just like sitting there, like having a humidifier blanket over my head, just horking out that horrible lung mucus. Ah, good times.
What a pretty picture.
Yeah, lung mucus. Doesn't that just sound like the nicest thing you've ever heard? Anyway, this week my goal is not to fall asleep during the session. Anyway, that's it for
It's a
me.
good one.
You're forgiven for that, by the way.
Yes.
I mean, how do we blame him? You're
Yeah, I
sick.
know, right?
Stop being sick right now. You're kicked off
You
the
rat
stream.
bastard.
Yeah, it's like I can't even sleep properly trying to get through a session, and all of a sudden I'm like not involved for what is it, half an hour? It's just like gone.
Well, I mean, we're pretty used to you just hanging out on the ship anyway, so it's not a big deal.
Lies, I get left there. Anyway,
You and your drunk
you're
ass.
fourth. I'm not drunk. I am perfectly in control of my vodka consumption.
Yeah.
It's just a lot.
Okay, so nothing much really. Besides, still waiting on cover artist. Hopefully it'll get done during spring break at least. Conversation continues with getting that local like sort of release party-ish thing going. Sort of the local author spotlight going at a local bookstore. And yeah, and making plans to sell my book at local bookstores, even though that method sucks ass.
Booksters.
Bookstores. Also, actually, so something fun did happen. I might be casting a local Dota 2 event after. So you remember Eckstein, right, Azza?
No.
Okay, he was one of the guys. I guess Perry probably remembers him better. He casted with us when we were at GameWorks, and he's local, like Portland area.
Oh,
Like,
cool.
yeah. So went and chatted with him, and might be doing local casting stuff just for funsies. So yeah.
Have you guys been watching the Shanghai Major?
Oh my God, you mean the shit show major?
I heard.
Anything that can go wrong is going wrong.
No,
That's
see,
like-
I don't
I
think
heard
that's
they
it.
fired
Like,
a
usually
caster
we
like
think of,
on the spot.
Oh, when you say anything could everything that could go wrong is going wrong. It's like no, some of the stuff is going okay. It's all the
an
stuff you
expression
wouldn't
for
expect
a lot
to go
of
wrong.
comedy of errors. Like,
Yeah.
and it just feels like
ass. Fucking.
it's so weird. It's just
It's
seeing it too. It's
beautiful.
like they fired the people that are at fault, but even after they got rid of them, things are still going bad. And it's just like, you've already said you fired the problem, but there's still problems, so obviously it was the equipment like the people are claiming it was. And you just fired people for no reason. It's like,
Though to be fair, the we're waiting for. Oh God, what was it? It's like in between
Okay, sorry, I'm
games. There was just that still image with no music, and I kept wondering if the stream had crashed.
is it offline?
Yeah, it's hard to tell because it's offline so much of the time.
Yeah. It was
That's
funny
right.
too because if you were watching the, what is that called? The chat, every time the stream would freeze, pause, anything like that, it was just chat was spammed with Gaben fire them, Gaben fire them, and
Oh yeah, I know.
you already fired this company. Why is it still freezing? It was just, it was so
Because
bad.
now you have nobody to man the equipment.
Yeah, it was.
Oh boy. Anyway, shit
Sorry,
show's fun. Let's move on.
I do have to say it's pretty forth. I admire you for being able to write the entire like collection of short stories. I started doing a little bit of creative writing to stretch those muscles because I like writing. I just don't really get too much opportunity to do creative writing because for DVS I write articles and then my major is
Yeah.
computer science.
Whoa.
Yeah,
ESL's on Hitbox now?
it is.
Wow.
Oh.
Apparently. That's pretty big. Sorry. Anyways, go on.
and I'm cruising at like 300 words a day. I either get distracted so often, or I reach a point where I'm like, what do I actually do here? And then I sit there for like 5 minutes and then get distracted by something else. So it's hard to sit down and just straight up write. So
It takes
Good
a
on
lot
you.
of discipline. Thank you. I really appreciate that someone appreciates it. It's harder than people think, like to focus, like and really buckle down. It's satisfying when you can, but I have like years of experience doing it, so.
and even then, Tesseract is hardly helping. You'd think
I
they'd help
actually-
more because they're like super
So-
low key and
Yeah, I know. So here's my recommendation. Don't listen to music. Try just not having any distractions. The way I write, I sit up in a chair upstairs at the window, and whenever I get stuck, which is often, like I'll get stuck for like 15 seconds or something, I'll just look out the window and just having nothing there, or just like gently swaying stuff in the trees. Like it's just enough movement and stuff to attract my attention, but not so much that it distracts from my writing.
It's like
And
you
so-
stare outside and you're like, "There's nothing there. That could be my life. Get motivated."
Not quite.
That sounds exactly how I'm motivated.
It's like that could be me. Stuck outside
Well,
in the
with-
snow.
With creative writing, it's not about motivation, it's about focus. And it's tricky. You kind of have to work it out for yourself.
Oh no, dead hobo on the side of the road. Need to write more.
Anyway, sorry, I probably went on about that a little longer than you were wanting.
oh, that's fine.
Well,
And
I kind of distracted as well.
to Filibuster Fox.
And I continue distracting us.
Hello.
You never have any updates.
I'm a very boring person.
I doubt that.
Oh,
He's
you
actually
can-
not
you can
a very
show,
boring person.
You can show the thing again. The sushi
I
thing.
mean, it's kind of inappropriate. We're on stream, man.
I
First
didn't know
rule of
you two
streaming
had
is
this
never
kind of
take your pants
relationship.
off.
The realism sushi magnet or whatever.
The realism. So I get a box called Tokyo Treat every month, which is a collection of Japanese snacks and candies and stuff. And oh my god, I love it. It's so good. Well, they get a bonus item, and today I got a realistic sushi magnet, which is a magnet. You can see the little magnet bit there, but it looks like sushi. And that's that. That's what he wanted me to show you, apparently.
Yeah, I'm gotta have something. Like, prepare things a day in advance so that you can have something
I have to prepare
to
things
talk
to have an
about.
update.
If it
Like,
makes you
well,
feel
yesterday
better,
I spent all day preparing something to have an updated about. That's what's going on with me.
All right, good. I
I
expect
sat
that next
there
week
in
too.
the chat and waited.
I'm
And played a
playing Dark
game.
Star.
All right. Looks like we can kick off the session. I have my notebook again for all the 5 seconds that I'll be using that. Last session, you guys sort of like helped out at a bar fight, basically. So Colin Maida, the pilot for the Devara race, or the racer for the Devara, got really fed up because they were just keeping him upstairs the entire time and he couldn't have any fun, so he decided to go down to a bar. Some of the Devara guys tried to get him back, and then Colin pulled a gun on them, and then you guys helped out, and now Colin likes you guys. He is racing for this Shiojiri now, which is something that you guys were able to set up. And yeah, also your faces are on TV.
Except for Iosif.
Except for Iosif's.
TV
Yeah.
is so lucky to have me.
That means Iosif is the gopher man.
So I think that recaps everything major that happened last session. Anyone else have anything to add?
So do I see their faces on TV?
Yes.
And what is associated with it? Is it just
The
like
be- it's the
wanted?
beginning. It's the beginning of a bar fight, basically.
It's the
A-
beginning
A
of
bar
the end.
shootout.
I will be like, they never take me anywhere fun. This is not fair. Iosif should have been there.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, the reason Iosif wasn't there is because Johann pushed him out of the elevator and into a gay bar before he went down
Yeah.
to help the party.
Where he met Gunter. He's a very helpful Russian man who Iosif is going to try and set Johann up with.
When did this? I missed this part of the session apparently.
No. I was talking to Gunter. Everyone knew I was talking to Gunter. I mentioned it. Now it's just this is the big reveal. It's the plan.
It was actually a fever dream.
Could have been. I think I was kind of drunk at that point. Anyway.
All right, so
Meanwhile,
it's the next day. I assume you guys end up waking up on your ship. Kami, you have a message. Actually, Kami, Fourth, and Johann have a message. Fourth and I say Kami, Johann, and then I say Fourth instead of Gopala. So Johann, Gopala, and Kami all have messages. Johann and Gopala were both turned down for their respective jobs at the Devara, to no one's really big surprise there.
I can't imagine why they just shot up a whole bunch of
Big company
employees.
wouldn't let that stop them.
And Kami, you get a response to the message you sent out last session, and they are interested. They want to meet. They give you a floor to meet on, and basically directions to where they want you to meet.
All right, let's do it. I go.
Do you tell anyone else, or you just go?
Hey guys, you got a job interview. And leave.
okay, bye.
So like, Gopala's just like, wait, do we need a new pilot?
We'll be on this system for a while anyways. It'll be fine.
You just hear Iosif kind of yelling. It's like, "You never take me to party."
You want to
Just,
come,
pissed
Iosif?
off.
One sec. I just read it back. It wasn't. You didn't send the message to somebody. You sent an entry.
It's kind of
so
generic. I don't know who I'm meeting.
yeah, I'm gonna message
Sweet.
you that.
Iosif will come along then.
Excellent. You can come. Just, it's a job interview, so don't do anything normal.
Iosif looks there like, I have no idea what to do with him.
Okay.
All right, so there you go. How much information you want to tell the rest of the party is completely up to you. But
I already told them.
All the information we needed to know. Good. I'm showing up, and I have absolutely no idea what it's for. This is wonderful.
So
Bring a gun.
Iosif is coming. What did you say?
I said bring a gun.
Iosif's coming.
Bring a gun?
Bring a gun.
Iosif always brings a gun.
Good. I bring 3.
You bring...
And they're all big.
It's like,
a combat
"Yo,
shotgun, a big
so
rifle,
yum
and a rocket
yum.
launcher.
Should I be calling for my friends to come as well?
No, it should be fine. Just in case. You never know.
Ah,
You're the muscle.
So who all is
I
going?
will look intimidating.
I'm the looks, you're the muscle.
Yeah. Iosif's idea of looking intimidating is getting drunk and leering.
I don't want to bring these other 2 for particular reasons. So,
So just you and Iosif.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to attempt to reassure Gopala. It's like, do not worry, Gopala. I do good job.
I believe you, but I'm not sure you're going to do a good job at what exactly it is you're trying to do.
I am not sure what I'm trying to do either. It's a new adventure for everyone, I think.
You're really coming into your own, aren't you?
If anyone asks, you're my engineer.
I am engineer.
He is our engineer.
Exactly. Just tell them that if they ask.
Like, Iosif is so confused. He's like, but I am engineer.
Okay.
So
So he-
you're her engineer specifically.
I did not engineer her at all. I am not in biomedical.
Well, you should, because we have those implant datas that we should look into.
Implant
Yeah.
datas.
Remember? Yes. What? Not right now.
Data.
Completely not now.
I wasn't even sure I was told about them yet.
You were.
I'm pretty sure we
Okay.
talked about it.
Yeah, it was kept from me for quite a while, if I remember correctly.
I'm keeping
like,
track
no,
of who knows what, and
You
yes,
knew we had
you
the
know.
data. You just didn't know what it was about. It's fine.
Okay.
Okay, so you
Good to
two
go.
are heading to the place.
The place with the people.
So,
Thing.
the floor is probably around like 63 from the top. So that's a lot of floors, like 800 something floors maybe. And it's like a hangar, like an upper hangar, and this is where they bring the ships to race before they actually take off and race. So you guys go into the hangar, and everything's like really streamlined, high class. There's someone greeting you at the door and basically escorting you to where you need to go for your area. I assume you tell them your name and stuff like that.
Yes.
So that they know.
And of course, I'm wearing my old uniform jacket with the rank insignia and wings.
Okay, cool. So while these two are up there, the other two, are you doing anything in particular, or are you just staying on the ship?
We still need to find a way to get into that
Gopala,
stupid office.
Gopala is basically sitting in his captain's chair trying to figure out a way to like perform the task that the Shiojiri gave him now that his original plan is down the drain.
And so you're staying on the ship and doing that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, both of you just let me know if there's anything specific you want to do.
Sure.
In the meantime, Iosif and Kami, the person directing you approaches this area with... It's got a fighter ship, but it's a really heavily like modified fighter, and all of these racing fighters are. So they're not necessarily... They control the same way as fighters that you've piloted, Kami, but they are designed differently. So they'll probably feel a lot different, but they're much more space efficient. They are... They have less fuel reserves because they're just meant to be racing. They want to make the ships as light as possible. They don't have weapons, and most of them corner a lot better than most fighters.
Makes sense.
So yeah, Justin, or someone basically approaches you from who you assume is the Devara, and he says...
Can I call him Justin?
Well, he goes up and says, hello, my name is Justin. You must be...
Yami
Kami?
Yamamoto.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he probably wouldn't know about Kami. I just remember your name by that. And who's this here?
This is my engineer, Iosif.
He looks confused for a moment. He's like, I am engineer.
All right, so he nods his head and says, "Yeah, all right.
My name is Jeff.
Got your own engineer. That's nice. So basically, we just want you to fly this right here for a trial and just basically see how good you are. Your experience is very good, but a lot of times that doesn't necessarily translate right into the racing scene. So, still have a bunch of things that I need to take notes on and be sure that you can do.
All right. I climb into the cockpit.
All right. And
Roll me 2d6, bitch.
while you're in there before you take off, he goes over the standard general rules of the race and what you're supposed to do. Like if you see this sort of beacon, you're supposed to go this way around it, and yada yada yada. All that official stuff. And then he says, all right, you're good to go. See what kind of time you can put up. We'll probably give you multiple trials, one to get used to the ship and used to the course, and then a second one, maybe a third, if you want to be able to, or if you really think that it would help. And then he says, all right, you're free to go. So you take off, I am assuming, and then
Yes.
make a piloting roll. Or I guess it would be vehicle space.
Yes. Who needs more than one run?
Yeah, like, so while you're in the air, you feel like the ship is almost constantly fighting you the entire time. But you manage to keep everything under control, and you actually maneuver fairly well, even though it's both your first time and like this is
The ship sucks,
the ship.
basically.
The ship sucks. Yeah. While you're there, make a tech astronautic check. Okay, so nice rolls.
Good rolls,
Jesus,
yes.
yeah.
Oh yeah, because both of those are intelligence modifiers, and
They are.
that's really good. Okay, so
And their class skills.
with the tech astronautic roll, you actually figure out that it's not that the ship was poorly made or it's crap or anything like that. It's missing a component.
What component? Or does it not really matter?
I don't know that much about these ships, but it's
Fair
it's a rather
They're not real.
It's a stabilizer of some sort, yeah. So it's missing one of those, but throughout, and I think we can tie this into your background a little bit as well. Like, have you, maybe you've flown a fighter that had a damaged or missing stabilizer before?
I've got
Probably.
it. I've got
I've
it.
flown a lot of things.
Yeah.
No, I've got it. So it's stabilizing thrusters. So it has stabilizing thrusters, but it doesn't have a shaping component that shapes the jet. So instead of getting a very precise amount or a very precisely a precise
just
amount
like
of
full
velocity,
spread the
a
whole
little
time.
more dissipated. It's more dissipated, and so you don't get as reliable of a direction. And
Sure.
like a novice pilot wouldn't be able to notice. But Kami's awesome. Anyway, yay! Lore
See,
BS.
Okay.
It might not end up being stabilizers, because it's more like a if you hadn't had experience with this kind of thing before, then you would probably be out of control and maybe crashing somewhere. Like you really have to fight whatever is going on with this. And again, I'm assuming that we can tie this into your background, be like you've flown,
Flying gyros, something like that.
yeah, something like that.
I've flown a piece of junk in the past.
Yeah,
A lot of broken pieces of junk that are like shredded Swiss cheese after a dog fight with a couple of
yes.
or cat fight with a couple of dogs.
So you actually just have no problem getting through, and you actually even post up a not a great time, but a respectable time. Like you could have done a lot better if you had if the ship was
ship.
working correctly. But yeah, so you end up going to land, and then Justin's sitting there. Make a perception roll. Yes, perception. Okay. 8. Okay.
These rolls today.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
kidding. Like that was a flat
We're gonna
9,
get
and
to
then
the
you also had a
actual
minus
race, and
1.
you're gonna roll a 1 somehow.
So yeah,
Just crash right out the gate.
yeah.
Goes to land, ship blows up.
You see
need
for
a
a
new
split
pilot.
second, his face is kind of like surprised, but isn't really happy surprised. Like he's not surprised as in holy shit, you put up a really good time, and we're gonna hire you right now. It's a different kind of surprise, and but that only lasts for like a split second, and he goes back to his normal self and is pretty congratulatory. Like that was an awesome run. You did much better than I expected on the first try. How
yeah, the
was
ship's
ship?
missing this X component.
The gyroscopic.
The gyro hyper
Uh,
H destabilizing stabilizers.
With the Neptune
the
impeller
destabilizing
inverters.
stabilizers. Yeah. So yeah, then he says, "Do you want another run, or are you?" Like he's kind of confused a little bit right now.
Well, I'm just pointing out the ship's broken.
And then he sort of like shakes his head, not shakes his head as in no or yes. He's like, and then calls over an engineer to come look at the ship, and he says, "Terribly sorry about that. Maybe you want to come back in a little bit and maybe try with the ship working correctly." And he gives you this like kind of fake smile.
At this point, Iosif steps up and he's like, "I help with ship," and he walks over with the other engineer.
That's perfect.
All right, so he
After he
I
sees
love
Yosef
that.
walk
I
over,
love
he's
that
like, "Oh God."
shitty grin on your
He's-
face, Taym.
he's kind of like, no. What was it, Iosif? No, you get away from there.
How he know my name? I am engineer, not Iosif.
I introduced you.
Oh, why can't I put hands on ship? It looks very expensive.
We have our own engineers working on this. You don't have to. You
Yes,
don't have to
but they
stress
forget
yourself with it
to-
at all.
They forget to put on component. Maybe Iosif no touch. Maybe Iosif just watch. Make sure pieces are put in.
I really wouldn't want you to inconvenience yourself. And plus, this is a this is one of the Devara ships. You know, I can't just let you near it and do whatever you
Listen,
want
it
to.
is
Like,
no
it's a
problem.
very
You
important
don't have
piece
to
of
worry.
equipment, and
I will not
it-
touch. You're
it's
not to
valuable. Like,
inconvenience Iosif.
we're not
I
going to be able to
just
replace
go
it very
and
easily.
have my vodka here instead of vodka on
alright,
ship.
alright.
It is completely okay.
Fine.
Yes.
And then he just like starts calling someone else.
Yes, if we'll just give it a good, solid pre-flight check next time.
Okay. It's just like, I guess I will not be drinking vodka watching ship being repaired. He just kind of waddles
So,
away.
while we're in the hangar, is there fancy ship in here?
Right now there isn't. There isn't
Alas.
really any other ships that are preparing to go out on the course.
Okay. So, I make arrangements to come back then.
Okay.
Are they going to contact me later, or are they setting up a time now?
Yeah. They'll probably contact you later. Yeah.
Okay. Well, then we head out.
All right.
As Iosif's leaving, he takes a picture. It's just for later, it's fine.
I pose for the picture in front of the ship.
Make sure to get the time of the time trial in there, you know?
Yep. Let's see. So Johann and Gopala, have you thought of anything that you want to do, or are we just gonna see Kami and Iosif walk back onto the ship?
I'm
Assuming you guys are
stumped.
heading back to the ship.
Besides making a scene inside one of the floors about being racist and not hiring people from certain planets, no, I don't really have any ideas.
All right. So Iosif and Kami walk back in onto the ship. It's up to them if they want to tell you anything about what's been going on.
I see Johann, and I'm immediately like, be expecting call from very nice gentlemen. And I wink. I just continue
Why
on.
should I be expecting a call from a very nice gentleman?
Well, Iosif, you pushed me off at floor for gay bar, and I took that as sign that you needed help finding new friend. And then he does the whole wink. He's
Yeah.
like, so,
You know what?
Iosif find
know
you
what?
good Russian boy.
You know, Yosef, how about you handle the communications? And
No,
I'll
no,
just
no.
never
You
show up
have
for
to
any
see
dates.
if you two are doing well together. Iosif communicating for you does not make any sense.
It makes perfect sense. It's this new thing. It's this new thing they've developed where you never actually meet the person, ever.
Oh,
It's very
so
advanced.
Iosif understand arranged marriage. Oh, I can talk to him, but that is
No, Yosef, you don't understand. There's no marriage involved. You just never see each other ever.
But the gays can get married, yes?
Yes.
I don't know. I don't really care.
Especially in this this cluster is definitely a yes.
And
Okay,
Iosif's
right.
just like kind of confused. It's like, it's okay. You can tell Gunther when he calls. He very nice Russian boy. Winking again.
So I guess I may as well fill you guys in on what I was doing just now.
Good, because Iosif have no idea.
Yeah, Gopala just turns, looks
So-
at her.
Yusuf just
What I
argued with
heard-
someone.
That-
Iosif had great argument with person. He would not let
But-
him touch ship or get drunk near it. It was very disappointing.
By the way, good job on the talking at the same time as me. I broke first. Nice.
Okay.
I
That's
win.
funny. So
Iosif will be heard.
I put in a little advert on Krog's list when
I hate
when
how
I
that's
heard
going.
that the Devarin pilot was no longer interested in flying that pretty ship. So I put my name out there and I just went in for a time trial. Did pretty well, but the ship they gave me was a little messed up and I'm a little suspicious of them now, maybe sabotaging it further for my next trial. Trying to keep my times down so they can hire someone else instead of the best pilot around. But we'll see how
Yes,
that goes.
people always looking to lose races on purpose.
Well, I mean, I did shoot some of their coworkers.
Yes.
Well, yeah, they knew each other directly. Well, I guess they were going for the pilot, so they might as well have known each other directly.
They may have known
It may be a little
crew,
personal,
yes.
but you know, no hard feelings. A bar fight's a bar fight, whether or not it's with guns, especially if it's with guns. I mean,
Yosef's
I'm not
kind
having a
of
good
turned
time
sad.
listening
He's like, I wanted to be in bar fight.
So yeah,
We'll
so
get you in a bar fight somewhere.
yeah, so Gopala's like, so what is it exactly you're doing?
Oh, I'm trying out to be their pilot for the race.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it'd be fun. Then I get the best ship and I can win it and get all the prize money. I can play both sides of the Devara. And if I lose, then it just makes them look bad. Win-win, right?
Yeah, like just drugs. I mean, I guess.
Well, that's
Winning
the plan.
party be
That's
fun.
what I'm doing in my spare time. How about you? You
If you
still
get
messing with those
announced-
gangsters?
If you get announced as the pilot, we might have a way to do the smear campaign.
Why
does it
local?
involve
They
you
hire
not getting to
local
be the pilot?
thug.
No, it does not involve you getting to not be the pilot.
Okay,
You
then
can
I'm
still
cool
get
with
to
it.
fly. There's
Can
just
we
a
put
chance
guns
that
on
we
the ship,
might
too?
be able to edit the footage, or maybe edit the footage to make it look like you were trying to kill him. Making
Kill
the
who?
Devar
I'm okay with that.
hired you to kill him, so that way you would just become the pilot and he would just disappear.
Well,
have to edit
The
the
footage is
footage.
already out.
That's true.
yeah.
We can
But we
edit the
could say
footage
that
and say
the-
it was edited.
We could release footage that, the original footage that's actually edited, but the original footage.
Exactly. I like how you think. I'm okay with killing him if we have to. Twice.
Okay. Iosif is fine with this idea. We can kill other spider or driver men. It's
Well, we already
not
got
the
paid
problem.
to get him to fly for the other guys, right? So if we kill him now, we both get to kill him and have the money. And then they can hire me.
Speaking of, Gopala, you get a bling, whatever the
a
sound
bling.
is on your for your
Microsoft's
compad,
still around.
and
You've
it's
got compad.
yeah, it's a message from
Damn.
Colin. It's just like, thanks again. I owe you one. Anything you want to do to meet up in a bit? Just chill. You seem a lot better than those Devara guys who tried to keep me in there the entire time. So you could just relax, have some fun.
Hey,
Yeah.
Gopala, ask
So
him if he
the-
still has a way to get into the Devar system. If he still has a security card or anything.
So like I nod and I'll type back, sure. I'll type back, sure. Just let me know when and where.
I like how we all read over his shoulder on his message.
I didn't.
I feel like this, like
I
I'm starting to
shamelessly
get a
did it.
feel for like the dynamic of this crew, and that is definitely part of the dynamic of this crew.
It's like, oh, you got a
Johann's
message?
just sitting there the entire time like, I need to be in everyone's business at all times, so I know everything for no reason.
I'd like to
Iosif
see him again
is
too.
there
Maybe
just
he
because he
knows
can't
why
help
they
it.
fucked up the trial ship.
That actually would be good to talk to him about. Like I'll bring that up when I'm with him, see if he was experiencing the same problems.
Yeah, so
Tell him
he
to meet on our ship, so that way we don't have any video footage of the two pilots meeting, because that could get back to the Devar and cause problems.
well actually
I
he,
put
he
finger
did
up. I'm
too.
like, we have cameras
He-
on ship, so technically, still on camera.
And turn off
He-
the cameras, Iosif. You can do that.
Well, I mean, walking into the ship would be on camera.
No, I actually
He
don't
did
really
message
see
back
a
and
problem
say-
doing it in public.
He said that he'll meet you at your guys' hangar.
Oh,
And
wow.
then from there, you guys can just go look around. Like, he doesn't have any specific bar in mind. Like, the one that he usually goes to
The
is...
Caravan Palace.
Well, that's his secondary bar. The one he
Okay.
usually goes to is too high up, and the Devara would probably still be there. His secondary has been
It's
kind
called
of
the
shot up.
Tesseract.
We just call them Mega.
Yeah, so the surviving music genres in the future are electro swing, progressive metal, and like some type of dubstep.
And then if you go to the hallucinogen
And then
bar, it's called
Dixieland.
classical music as well. Classical music always survives no matter what.
Not regular jazz, just old jazz, Dixieland.
Also-
the
also-
1900s jazz.
What we call classical music changes as time progresses too. So classical music could be hip hop.
Ancient music.
And Caravan Palace. It's all classical.
Take era music.
So yeah, his secondary bar got shot up, so now he is willing to just walk around, look for more things to do.
Now we'll go to his third bar.
Space
doesn't have a
Denny's.
third bar.
Spennies.
Space Denny's.
In any case, we should probably all go just in case another firefight happens.
I think that's wise.
You bring Iosif drinking? Yes.
And gunning. We might get to kill people, which is really the best part of going out during the day.
I do enjoy drinking.
Gopala just sighs. All right.
So we've got a drunk and a serial killer who'd like to party.
All right, so you guys meet him, I guess.
Yes.
All right. So he.
Well, he's beating us, so it's hard not to meet
Oh
him.
yeah.
He comes in the back like he's in the hangar. It's like I put up our back thing so he can't get on. It's like,
That's the little "Do Not Disturb" sign on the airlock.
He's just standing there in the hangar waiting.
yeah.
Like checking his watch.
It's like Johann is not ready yet. We have to make sure he looks pretty for going out.
Maybe we can get him and Johann together.
You can tell Gunther where you guys are going.
It's perfect.
I will. I will totally do that. I will invite Gunther.
So, do you want to wait
This is
until you
good.
know where you're going before you invite him, or do you just want to invite him over to the hangar? as well?
No, I am inviting him just so he can wander with us too and get to know Johann. I am playing matchmaker. This is awesome. Partially because I want to see Azaraki try and play Russian.
The true motive comes out.
I definitely
Yeah.
brought
First
this
it was
upon
just an
myself. Here.
elaborate gay joke, but
It's gonna be good. Plus, Johann and Azaraki flirting will be kind of funny. Well, Azaraki
Be a one-way
flirting,
thing.
Johann trying to escape. It'll be interesting, but politically, 'cause, you know, exactly.
I think we might need Caboose here for this.
Yep.
Just a little. I appreciate
we
your
can-
commitment
no, there
to
he
this
is.
team.
I am not letting it go. Good.
So,
Sorry.
so Taym invited Gunther for the.
Look at his smile.
He's so happy about it. Good
He is,
job,
he's
Taym.
really happy.
And it's more people in case we get in
Yay.
a firefight. A big
I
Russian.
don't think Gunther's going to be a firefighting type. I don't know. I don't even
Wait,
know what
is
he
he
looks
there,
like. I
or-
just made up Gunther,
He's
so
good with his projectiles.
Yeah, so two people end up standing outside the ship in the hangar. One of them is Colin, and the other one only Iosif recognizes as Gunther. Or
They look
Gunther.
at awkwardly at each other like, "Why are you waiting?"
Yeah, I was just about to say that. And every now so Gunther's probably got like a smile on his face, and he's like, "Yeah," and then Colin's probably sitting there, like, "Who is this guy?"
So I
What is-
definitely go out and I'm just speaking Russian and being like all loud with Gunther, just being like, "Hey, there you are, my good friend."
and
I will
he like gives you a
introduce
big
you
hug,
to-
and
Yeah, I hug him back, big like Russian bear hug thing, like try to crush him, as is tradition. And then I'll like go around and introducing him to people. I'm like, "This is Gopala. He is how you say
Are you-
and I just make this
Captain.
symbol. I'm like, he is this person, you know. And then I go,
for
this
everyone,
is
because on my screen it's a little laggy, but he did this.
oh yeah, the square, yeah.
I like the
that's what
square
did.
better.
No, like it's my camera and I don't know. Anyway. I've been trying to fix
We're
it.
getting like 4 frames of that. It's like
I will do it slower.
It's like-
There you go.
Okay.
Hey.
And then
Okay, buddy.
introducing Yum Yum,
So
I'll be like,
do you bring Gunther on the ship?
yeah.
Okay, so
Bring
yeah,
Gunther on
Colin's
the
just
ship.
standing outside wondering what the hell just happened, even more
Yeah.
confused than before.
Yeah, it's fine. I didn't even introduce him to Colin because
You don't know Colin?
I don't even know Colin, so
He just saw
Oh,
this
that's
random
true,
guy
yeah.
he doesn't know.
I
He
have
just
not
saw this
met
random guy
Colin.
he doesn't know, like pick up a Russian guy and lead him
Pull
into
him
the
inside
ship,
the
and now he's
ship.
sitting out there. Am I at the wrong ship?
I go
Like,
down
I
the
thought
ramp
this
and
was
wave at
next-
Colin, wave him in.
And then I'll be like, this is Yum Yum. She is the pilot. She does the clicky clicks. And then I go to Johann and I'm like, this is and I switch to Russian. Your new best friend, I think. And I nod and wink.
So
Right.
Colin immediately heads over to Gopala and stands very close to him the entire time and tries not to go anywhere he doesn't know about. And then,
Probably a
in the
I
meantime,
wave Colin in.
oh yeah, I heard you
Okay.
wave him in, and he follows you, and then just like he's like, okay, where's Gopala? I know him. He's not crazy.
Like Gopala wanders down.
Wow,
waves.
that is so horrible. Just thinking I'm crazy because I speak Russian. Are you some kind of racist?
Well, you didn't acknowledge him either.
Eh.
So yeah,
not Russian.
I come down and wave. Say, hey, you made it.
Yeah. What?
Don't mind them. They're an eclectic bunch, but they do their jobs well.
One's the engineer, the other's some Russian guy. And
yeah,
the
so
other one you've
so,
met,
like,
he got
Gopala
shot.
says, yeah. So this
I'm
is.
like,
Iosif
oh, I
on-
forgot to tell you,
um,
his name Gunther.
No, so
He is
yeah,
Russian,
So hold
friend.
on. So hold on. Gopala motions toward Iosif and says, "That's Iosif, our engineer. Kami, our pilot. Johann, our. Who's this?" And like
Who are you
Gopala
pointing at?
looks over at Gunther.
And
I'm
like,
just like,
a-
it
as
is
you're
Gunther.
as you're introducing, Iosif had already said your new best friend to Gunther about Johann. So
Yeah.
Gunther's just like big bear hugging Johann now, and he's like, "Oh, it's so good to see you. Iosif has told me
big is
everything."
Gunther? Like, is he
I'm
like a
gonna use-
massive
Yeah, he's
bear
probably
of a
like
man?
6'3" or something, and
Oh, this
pretty
is good.
Yeah.
I'm like, as he hugs me, I like use precognitive ability. I'm like, oh god, this is gonna hurt.
I don't think you need to use any
Well,
side
anything bad
points for that. I think you can
10
just
minutes
tell.
If I go through this door.
Okay. So Zubala says, "Yeah, we're probably gonna be in port for another couple days." At least until the race is done.
Oh, nice. Still gonna stick for the race. Nice. We'll see what the Shiojiri can do. Like they've been pretty accommodating. You know, if I need something for my ship, they've been right there to get it. It's no accelerator like the the Devara has. I have no idea how they managed to get their hands on that. but they're getting me whatever they can, which is awesome. Last pilot wasn't very good, so hopefully, at the very least, I'll come in second, maybe first, depending on what the hell the Devar is going to end up doing.
That's actually something that I wanted to talk to you about. Kami, interestingly enough, tried out to race for them, but there was something wrong with the ship. Something about the stabilizers?
They weren't there.
Yeah, that.
Just kind of yelled up, "They weren't there!"
Yeah, so he says,
Did you take something with you?
no, I this is the first I've heard of anything like that. That's surprising.
Do you know Justin? He was the one administering the test, and maybe he's mad that I killed his friends.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, that's probably the most likely. I don't. He's not the kind to. He never did anything bad to my ship.
Well, business is business. That's different from a bar fight.
Still, yeah, this
This
is
flying.
strange.
Iosif like grabs the closest two people to him and it's like, "Why are we not in bar? We should be drinking." Who is the
Gopala.
nearest to me?
Who is the nearest two people?
Yeah.
It's probably Johann and Gunther.
Yeah, I just like right between the two. It's like, "We should be drinking," and I like wink at Johann. It's like, yes.
Exploring our boundaries, as it were.
The engineer raises a good point.
Yeah.
And then Colin's like, "Yeah, let's get going. That's why we're here in the first place."
Yeah, you promised me 2 drinks at the end of that last fight.
I'm afraid the only bar that we know is for a very specific crowd. You know any others?
Iosif's like, "I think I can find the bar." It'd
So,
be a very fun bar.
When Kami says that, he says, "Maybe one."
What's it called?
No, I mean like
No, the drinks.
the drinks. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm like, maybe one bar?
Yeah, when I misunderstood his first kill for promising to buy me another drink.
yeah. I mean,
That's one. Nice.
No, that was actually 2. He had already killed someone before the bar fight.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's why I said 2.
So yeah, he says, "No, I'm not. Nothing that I've really spent too much time in, but this is a huge place. Let's look around, see if there's anything interesting."
I agree. It's not like there's a lack of good bars. Let's go. So, yeah,
We could find that bar if need be. And get in big fight. We could have big Russian brawl. It'd be best time.
And Gunther's just like, "Yes, I agree.
Yes!
is good idea.
There must be lots of vodka." And so you guys start heading over to the as like this big conglomerate over to the elevators, and on the way you hear a couple of people. You overhear a couple of people talking about the. They don't necessarily just straight up recognize you and be like, "Oh, hey," like they did at the end of last session. But a couple of people are like, the Devara, they tried to do something to Colin. I don't know if I really trust them anymore. Like I couldn't afford to go to any of their places in the first place. But damn, it's really it's not great.
When I hear someone saying that off to the side, like it's just completely out of the conversation, I should have they try to do sexual things to Colin.
Colin's with us. Colin's just like heading the...
Yeah, Gopala just.
They were hitting on him in a bar.
I just shout that.
Please tell me we had been drinking before this. That's the only thing I can think of.
no, it's calm.
No.
We were doing pre-drinking. Come on, someone, something.
So
I
yeah,
can't get too drunk. I might have to fly later. And I can only be somewhat drunk when I fly before it starts getting hard.
Once you guys actually get to the elevator, you Colin's like, yeah, I'll take us to this group of floors. I've heard pretty decent things about him. And then once the door opens, Johann, you get you start feeling a little lightheaded for a second, and then you stagger, almost lose your balance, and almost fall. And you get flashes of this scene where you as an entire group are in the elevator, and you sort of get the feeling throughout your body of very rapid falling, and you see everyone else around you sort of like panicking and trying to figure out what to do.
I'm gonna stop everyone and be like, let's go to the other elevator. I'm not sure this one's entirely safe.
Why?
Glance at the
I just
elevator.
have a gut feeling, and the last time
Well,
I had a gut
he
feeling,
stumbled,
I
right?
didn't tell you guys, and
Yeah.
we almost died.
And then Caboose, make a perception check.
Okay.
Did he stumble like visibly?
Apparently, the vision was very, very hard to deal with.
Snake guys.
So let's see, 3 psi points for psychic harmonization, which is what just happened, and then you can use alternate outcomes for this roll if you want.
Yeah, I will. You'll have to. It's not much better though.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
at all better.
We used up all the good race points during the race trial.
So when Johann was stumbling from his vision, did Gunther like stabilize him?
Yeah. Gunther was like behind him and caught him like this. And he's
I'm
like,
just smiling. I'm like, I am good matchmaker.
sets him back up straight, puts his arm around Johann, is like, don't worry, I got you. And then just like
Little
pulls you
man.
close.
Little man. Make sure you says little man. It has to.
Don't worry, little man, I got you. And then just like hugs him close.
Thanks.
I give Gunther a wink and a thumbs up.
Let's not take this elevator.
Everybody's
there-
rooting for Gunther.
Are there space stairs? Space stairs? I don't know.
I mean, we could wait. I imagine in a spire like this, there's another elevator.
There are a lot of elevators, yeah.
Okay. So I guess we're gonna get off.
Sure, okay. If you say so.
So yeah, you guys step out of the elevator, and then the rest of you also now make perception checks.
Sure.
It's minus
My
one.
rolls
Obviously,
today,
that-
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
See, all
Iosif
it was
sees
I was
nothing.
so affected by the psychic vision I couldn't see. You know, it happened.
Yeah. So let's
Iosif
see.
is too busy staring at his work between Johann and Gunther.
Kami, you see someone who is off to the side and sort of speaking in an earpiece, and you heard him say, "Not yet," and that's the only thing you can make out of what you hear.
I
And he is looking towards you guys.
Gopala, without looking towards him, I describe him very, very quickly in whispers and say, "Quickly, go tackle him. I think they're trying to kill us."
I'm
I'm paranoid.
I'm bored. It's like, why don't you hit
I'm
the missile
paranoid.
launcher? It is fine.
Someone ambushed my ship earlier. I think they're trying to kill me. And by extension, you guys.
That is
So, like,
very
so,
bad.
So she just told me to go tackle him, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
I chase after
I
him
like
as soon as he
point
starts
to
running for
Gunther.
it.
I'm like, he was wrestling champion of Russian high school. No, just kidding.
I don't know Gunther
I'll-
well enough, though.
So,
Oh,
so Gopala just nods. So Gopala nods and then suddenly takes off after him,
As
looking
I
for
follow.
a grapple.
We
All
both
right.
sprint after that guy.
Let's start doing athletics checks, because he sees you sprinting towards him, and he's like, "Oh wait, this isn't right." So
I have a rocket launcher just for this situation.
Yeah, just to bring down the building in front of him so
It's like,
can't
he's
run
trying to run
away.
in that hallway. Nope.
No one's running in that hallway.
So everyone who's chasing,
Wow.
nice. So Kami starts falling behind, but fourth, you gain on him and you like right on his tail right now. What do you want to do?
I am going to go for a grapple. I'm going to see if I can grab him.
All right, cool. I don't quite remember the rules for that.
While you
Is
look
that
that up, I'm going to
check?
go use the restroom real quick.
I think it'll be a strength check. Yeah.
Strength check versus his strength. Just to clarify, when I see them running off, can I figure out like logically what's going on?
Well, we're obviously
Kamikaze actually
chasing
described
something.
it.
Well, Johann,
No,
what'd you say?
Well, yeah, but she was whispering specifically to Gopala, so I don't know if I overheard that.
Go.
And based
Paul.
off my
Although-
perception check, I'd say I didn't overhear that.
When I realize that I'm falling behind in the running, I'm just gonna unholster the Meowser from my back and take aim.
Which one's the Meowser?
It's the rifle.
Okay. The Catastrophe is the rocket launcher?
Sure. I haven't named the shotgun yet.
It's just called Sarge.
Man, that would have been a horrible name for a shotgun. Partially because it can be misconstrued as dirty, but that's fine.
I want to hear it now.
I will message you.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, I'm just gonna do an opposed strength check there.
No, he's back
I'm
now.
back. Hello.
Yep. So
Oh, baby. Hold on. I'm gonna have to be right back again.
Now you see why it could be misconstrued. You
Yes.
you understand what I was going for, and then
I
I'm like,
do.
whoa.
I do. It didn't work
It
that
didn't
way.
hit where I was trying to go. It hit somewhere else.
Combat shotgun. Auto shotty.
The combat kitty.
I can't think of a good cat pun name for it.
So I do want to mention that the place you guys are on right now is before Kami pulls out a gun is a lot more like I guess sort of like high security kind of thing than the Caravan
They'll
Palace
probably
was.
frown on me shooting someone.
Yeah, they probably will.
That's
Exciting.
good to know. I'm not necessarily not going to do that.
Iosif.
It's the character.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I can't catch up to this guy. I'll just shoot him in the knees a couple of times.
Maybe if I shoot everyone around him, he'll get the picture and stop.
We'll see how the grapple goes first.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great. I just feel it. I just feel it's
He
gonna be
goes to
awesome.
grapple, and the rifle's coming around.
Successful grapple. Gopala, you feel a shot go through your back.
What did I do?
I got them both.
Well, you won the grapple, but Yum Yum shot you.
What?
No, I'm just kidding.
This
That's
actually
what
didn't
might
happen. We're
happen.
just saying best case scenario.
It's like,
I mean, worst case
Yami's
scenario.
falling
Okay.
behind. He's gonna say, "Hey, a gun might be faster than me."
Guns definitely run
So I got-
faster
so I
than
gotta
I
roll
do.
a strength check.
Yes, we're doing a opposed strength.
All right. Yeah. Shit.
Oh, by.
Yes, so
uh,
so
Just
you don't
at least slow the guy down.
you don't quite get the grapple, but he doesn't get any distance on you.
Okay.
So the next turn you can grapple again, assuming that he doesn't get ahead of you.
Kami shouts. What was I gonna shout? I had something in my head that just blanked out. Work your magic, Meowser! And she just raises the gun and aims.
And Gopala screams, "Wait, what?" And like dodges out of the way.
So I take aim. I won't fire this round. I'll give him another chance to catch.
Okay.
Is there a bonus for aiming over time? Like in Shadowrun or something?
Like if you want to take the full round to aim, we could write in something because that just makes sense.
Sure, I'm aiming.
+2.
Yeah, that actually makes perfect sense with
It
the gun.
does. Especially a rifle.
A sniper
Yeah.
rifle, you get prepared or you have to do it or something. I can't remember.
Yeah, with the sniper rifle, you have to do it. Otherwise, you get like a -4 penalty or something crazy.
Well, just a
So
regular
basically, it does the Call of Duty thing where for some reason you fire the gun and rather than fly straight, it goes at a 90-degree angle to your barrel for no reason.
Yep.
rifle. Yeah.
It's realistic.
So what is everyone else doing when they see this happening? I start raising my gun on a high security area, aiming at a guy Gopala is chasing down.
Yeah, and the rest of you know this is kind of like a high security and probably
I'm
not the
just-
best place to shoot guns.
Iosif doesn't care. He wants to see what'll happen.
And the sense of sanity is the one chasing the guy down.
Yep. I don't think Johann really.
Gunther's
he's tied
resting
up.
his elbow on Johann.
Yeah, just. Yep, it's good.
So what I had thought of after
wait.
going ahead and telling Gopala was that I should have whispered to Gunther that Johann would be really impressed if you had tackled.
Motivation roll.
Now Johann needs like his own stats. Watch him be like a permanent character now.
He's just gonna join the crew.
Yeah.
So no one else is doing anything?
Nope.
I don't really have anything to do.
I mean, Colin's
Gunther
Colin's
is
gonna be like,
keeping
you
Johann
probably
safe."
don't want to do that here. Like, he's not gonna go out of his way to like grab the gun or anything like that. But he's like, calm down a little bit. That's all right.
Okay, well.
All right. We'll see if
Sure, I
Gopala
guess.
can grapple.
All right, let's do it. 2d6. You're okay.
26D.
Wow.
What?
26D.
What?
Nope, he rolled a 26. I saw it. It's live. We did it live.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Yay.
Oh.
Oh, the 2060
again.
was yours,
Strength.
not mine. Okay.
Yeah. It was
That's
mine.
Well, either way.
All right. Yeah.
I rolled
Either way, it
my
works. Huh. I thought I rolled 2060. All right. So yeah, you managed to get the grapple.
Damn right.
Do you like tackle him since you guys are running, or?
Yeah. I'm like.
Do you make the sound effects?
Yeah.
So
Are
they're
you
grappled on the
sweaty?
ground now?
Yes.
I
Are you
shoot.
sweaty?
No.
Skin slap.
Not today, Meowser. Not today. Back on my back, and I start chasing after them.
At this point, I'm going to also chase after the group.
I will saunter. Slowly. Yeah.
So when I get there, I want to pull off the earpiece he's talking into and talk into it.
All right. What do you want to say?
Hey, this is Kami. Who's on that side of the headset? Hello?
All right.
Over.
And then you hear some muffled like, and then it turns into static.
Hello?
Call
Hello?
me. In what
They hung up
universe
on me.
would that work?
You never know.
And Iosif goes, in an infinite number of universes, there are infinite possibilities.
Iosif.
I guess you can
Iosif,
start
can
questioning
can
that
you
guy.
Can you check out the microphone and see if you can figure out where it would be from?
I toss it
If
to
it was
Iosif whether or not he's ready for it.
And I look at it and I'm like, it appears to be from this guy's ear.
Who manufactured it? Who made it?
In the meantime, so I've got this guy
I look
pinned.
for
like,
the emblem of whoever made it.
I've got this guy pinned, right?
Yeah, you do. There's no emblem. There's just like a company name. I don't know what that
Yeah.
company is.
Yeah, I'm just
It's
like, generic ear brand 01. I have found
Yeah.
it.
Sennheiser.
It's like Sennheiser, but instead it's Wagner.
So yeah, you have him pinned to the ground and you can question him and stuff.
Okay. So I'm going to. Yeah, what to ask?
So, who's on the other side of the earpiece? It's currently on my mind, I guess.
Okay. His name is Joseph.
I know Joseph.
Is that all? No, you know Justin.
I know Iosif.
You do know Iosif.
Wait, it was me all along.
Lucky bastard! So, what was going on with that elevator?
Make a persuade roll.
Sure.
Okay, so he's not
Halfway decent.
he's not too convinced. Well, not too persuaded. So he's like, I don't know. What about the elevator?
Can I punch him in the face?
So I am going to ask the same question and kind of cinch his arm a little bit.
Okay.
Can I roll persuade?
Yeah.
So it's just a flat 2d6 for me.
So good.
So yeah, he just continues saying, what about the elevator? I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Can I punch him in the face?
You can.
What's my additive
Roll
to
to
hit, or
hit.
do I even have to roll to hit?
You don't have to roll to hit. Gopala's got him like pinned to the ground.
What's the
I think
damage
you
on unarmed?
still
Is it
roll to
I
hit.
like that
one
we're
d
just
two, or
doing
is
this
it
in a
literally
public
just
place,
1d2?
too.
Yeah, we're doing it in a high security area.
You already tackled him. Like, me punching him isn't gonna change much.
I love it too.
I mean,
'Cause
there's
Iosif's
there's
like,
a
this
clear
is the
difference
worst
between
possible
like
thing.
there's a clear difference between this and guns. So
Well, I have a plan if the punch doesn't work.
What's the
So
damage
can I
on
keep him
punching? Is
pinned
it a
and
D2?
do something here? Actually, I'm gonna
Or is
say
it a D4?
So actually, I'm going to turn
I
to
still want to know the
Gunther
damage on punching.
and ask.
just do a D3.
Hey. So, I'm going to turn to Gunther and ask, "Hey, you mind holding this guy down?"
Okay, so Gunther
I'm going to punch him.
obliges and starts holding him down. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to punch him and then be like, "Are you obliged to answer now?"
Yeah. So like, there's blood dripping from his lips after that, and he like recoils. I guess that would be the opposite way. Like if blood is dripping from this side of the lip, then he'd be punched that way. But
Well, no, you just punched him so hard he bit the other side of his lip when it went inward.
He was like bracing.
So, all right.
That was
So
my
I'm
persuade
going
roll
to
as
I'm
well.
going to message our Shiojiri acquaintance and say,
I rolled persuade as
so,
well.
yeah. I'll do the persuade stuff first.
Good.
"Okay, sure."
So
Iosif goes over and gives them a wet willy. You will tell us the secret.
so he's
I
like,
think he was about to tell us anyway.
Iosif does it regardless. He's not even looking for an answer.
and so he's like, okay, fine. I'm supposed to talk. I'm supposed to tell him when you guys enter an elevator.
Do you know why?
No, that's all I know. That's all they sent here for me to do. Just follow you guys and tell them if you enter an elevator.
Who's
Sent
they?
you here?
Iosif looks really confused. It's like, why were you here? Why were you not up when we got on the elevator? He's like so confused. Just kind of-
Say that again. Sorry.
He's wondering why. It was like he's trying to tell him when we got on an elevator, but we'd already been on an elevator. He's like, why were you not on the spaceport level? It makes no sense to be here. It's like, this is all one big coincidence, Iosif thinks. And he just kind of wanders off, thinking to himself.
This is where this is like the part of the tower that leads into the hangar, which is like this
Yeah.
thing that's hovering
Oh,
above
so
the
it's
ground
before we
and
got
stuff
on the
like that.
elevator.
Yeah.
I
So,
thought we were already
Gopala-
on the elevator.
No. So Gopala will ask, wait, which one of us?
Any of you three, or you four, and he points to, he doesn't point because he can't. He's being held down, but he motions to
with his face.
Johann.
Yeah, just like
It is three. Johann, Gopala, or
Well, Colin as well,
Colin, yeah. Johann, Gopala, or Colin.
and Kami.
Not me.
Not Kami.
And not me.
all right. So I'm going to message our acquaintance and say, I think we may just have what you wanted. So like I'll message.
I think he's okay.
so
We should
I'll
let him go.
text.
You get a message back,
I'll-
and it says, "Stop being vague."
So I was going to continue with it. Like I think we may have what you wanted. So I'm going to give where the ship is. Or actually, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Why don't we let him go? I think he's okay, actually. I mean, he's just working for them, and he's not after me.
Yeah, but he still has a fair bit to tell us.
I mean, it was just an accident that I happened to be involved. If I just stay away from you guys, I'll be fine.
Call me. He's not after us. He's not after you.
Exactly.
Yes. I understand this as well. He is not after me or...
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
man.
okay with this.
Gopala's just like... And it got serious.
unless I get to kill him, in which case I'm
We're
back on
not
How about
board.
torturing him?
killing
Does torturing him sound fun?
Can I
We
use
get
the
back
That either.
catastrophe?
All right, so I'm gonna
I just wanted to
Iosif puts
see
up
what
his
happens
hand. He's
next
like,
week
I
when
have
he's
been
fine.
wanting to try cybernetic reconstructive skin on live subject.
We could put the Reaper cannon on his leg. As a test case.
only the most ethical ship. So anyway, the message is out.
Iosif is just like kind of like pointing halfway, like he was pointing at Gopala with his mouth open, and he's just like crashed as soon as Kami said we could attach a Reaper cannon to his
Lots
leg.
of things happened, and I forgot a little bit. What's the message actually say?
So the message the message is I think we may have what you wanted. Devara apparently sent someone to assist in killing us.
Okay, and then you get a message back and basically saying what kind of proof is there.
So I
Iosif
messaged
brings out a
back,
picture of pudding. Gives it to
like
Gopala.
so testimony and radio of Lackey.
Okay, and then you get a message back that says, "We'll see."
Kami just starts snacking at this point.
On Japanese candy.
Yeah.
This is not even Japanese settlement where you get Japanese candy.
It was in my flight suit.
Yeah, this Pocky out of nowhere.
Yeah. She's got like 10 boxes in the jacket.
Nice.
Of course, you gotta eat them like this too.
Anyway.
Well, we can't have night.
These are really good.
So Iosif puts up his hands, just like, so drinking is yes?
Yeah, okay.
Drinking a bit. Or
Well,
if you
I-
guys want to go drinking, you can.
We'll just message you where the place is. That way Colin doesn't have to get involved in this stuff.
Well,
Any more
Colin
than he
works
already
for
is.
Shiojiri, so it's not like he doesn't know what they do.
Yeah, but he's the one buying my drink.
No, we can just meet the people there. It's fine. Like, we can